and I've been a YC radio host for 2 years, and it's called to my attention of exactly where it all started. So one day I talked to Anthony Andrews, and he gave me a very interesting story of exactly where it all began.
The early 2000s, just about at the turn of the century, a little before the turn of the century, late 1990s, I attended a CUNY Informational Technology Conference. And at this conference, one of the workshops was building a radio station, the new way, a wireless radio station. And what was a wireless radio station, right? We didn't, nobody was talking about wireless activity at that time. It was 1990s. Most people at radio stations, they were wired, stationed in the cafeteria, or they had an antenna and they broadcast. This was interesting to me. So the guy who was the presenter, he was one of the co-presenters of this workshop, was John Ladley. And John Ladley was the general manager of the WSIA Staten Island radio station. And he talked about, he was a guy who had a company, a consulting company, and he went all around the country building college radio stations. And he said at in this workshop, he said, you no longer need to have the money that we used to need to build a radio station. We can do it with computers. Computer technology allows us now to build a wireless network on campus, and you'll be able to reach everybody worldwide too. Well, it was so simplistic that it was almost unbelievable. But I decided at that point to explore the idea of building a radio station on campus.
The end result to what he wanted to do comes out to this.
You're listening to YCRadio.org, the voice of today's generation. It is now time for the Raymond Moore Brian White Sports Radio program.
It's yours. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose